Samathiveedus. Let's talk about it.
It's time for Talk with Tanya, where we unpack different sides of the same topic, a space where we can disagree respectfully, think a little deeper, and maybe leave with a new perspective.
Now, for those of you who don't know, a Samathiveedus is a coming of age ceremony in a Tamil girl's life. It happens after she has her first period, and there are different rituals that are done for this young lady who is entering womanhood. Especially now that a lot of Tamils have immigrated into different countries that are in the West, there are some pretty divisive views on this. Some argue that this is a milestone that should be celebrated to uphold our traditions and customs, while others say that it's invasive and an antiquated tradition that doesn't serve its purpose. You see, the origins of Samathiveedus go back to when arranged marriages were far more prevalent. By celebrating your daughter's physical introduction into womanhood, you are letting your townspeople know she can birth your son's children. But that's not necessarily the case now, whether it's the fact that girls are not getting pregnant as young, or for the fact that arranged marriages are on the decline. Many are not finding needs for publicly celebrating such an occasion. Naysayers feel that it is intrusive and takes away from the privacy of such an intimate moment. Another critique of modern day Samathiveedus is that they are more about show than anything else. Destination pre-shoot, 18-person live orchestra band, elaborate stages, multiple food stations, meat, alcohol, dance floors. Many argue that we have taken ourselves away from the purpose, and now it's simply an opportunity to indulge in extravagance. Those against it can feel like it can be sexualizing. Girls as young as 8 or 9 can get their period, and now we are calling them women. It also reinforces a double standard. When girls go through puberty, it's celebrated, but when boys go through puberty, nothing happens. Something this public can feel embarrassing. Young girls can find themselves overwhelmed, embarrassed, awkward. On the opposing end, people on the pro side argue that having a Samathiveedus is one of the core milestones in a Tamil woman's life, many opting for private, intimate ceremonies within the house and closer families and friends only. Drawing parallels from other cultures that also celebrate womanhood. Latin Americans have quinceañeras. The Jewish community have bat mitzvahs. People on the pro side would argue that this is deeply rooted in Tamil tradition and identity. This is especially meaningful in the diaspora where culture and tradition can fade. They can also argue that this leads to a very big milestone in a girl's life. Having a Samathiveedus can normalize conversations around periods, body development, and provide opportunities for young girls to ask questions, gaining support through older females in their family. It can also attach an emotional memory with something that can kind of feel traumatic. Instead of feeling, oh, I felt awkward and confused when I first got my period, a girl can look back and remember, wow, I felt celebrated and loved and beautiful. So which side would you follow? Do you have a young girl in your family? How did they feel about it? How was it celebrated? Did they have a Samathiveedus? Feel free to engage in respectful discussion in the comments. Hope you enjoyed today's episode and follow along for more. It's Thursday. Let's talk.